Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. So, I will be continuing today with my episode of course, the second episode of Prospector mining in 3.23.1 live. But so far, I mean, this week, I believe we have not received any news on CIG, really updating on the 3.23.2 patch, which is the cargo patch. So it's kind of really strange, really, why CIG has not really updated on that .2 patch. And I'm not sure if the .1a patch has been successful or not, uh, whether it's a priority or not, but from my perspective, I believe that the .1a patch and the Xeno threat, and playtest, everything is just, uh, I believe it's just a way for maybe CIG, kind of, delaying the .2 patch further because there might be some kind of uh, bug, some major bug that is, a blocker that is literally preventing the game from being being tested out in the PTO. So maybe it's possible that there's some major bug or some major issue, and I hope it gets fixed, soon, because I mean, especially me, I'm kind of a a miner and a salvager within the verse, and maybe doing cargo hauling whenever it comes. So I believe that we need the cargo elevators, freight elevators in the hangars, persistent hangars, because it's basically I'm talking about those who uh, basically I'm talking about those who are doing solo trading, cargo hauling, mining, salvaging. It is kind of, difficult for them to really get a cargo ship. Even, renting one out is not even that cheap nowadays in the game. So it's strange, really. I mean, it's strange that even the Drake Vulture has not been added into the game to rent out. It's been a long time, really, and I haven't checked really if the Hull C is in the cargo, a terminal to rent out. So I haven't checked it out, but I sure hope really the Hull series are available to rent out really, and some other cargo ships really. I think the Caterpillar is available. You can rent out, I believe. But like the Hull C, maybe the Hull A is not yet. Maybe, but it might come later on. CIG might add it to the line later on. So, what I was saying before, we solo miners, small little solo miners do need the cargo freight elevators in the hangars so that we can, successfully store the, whether you're doing a mining prospector or argo mole mining. We do need those prospector bags to be stored in our hangars inventory, in the station's inventory. So, and same for when you are doing vulture, salvaging, you can store those containers in the, in your hangars, in the station's inventory. So I hope that CIG, does, start the P2 playtest for 3.23.2 soon, because it is a vital component in playing in the verse. The freight elevators, cargo elevators, it's a must. We need that. Without it, I guess, the trading, cargo hauling, mining, salvaging is just, will be more difficult, because we won't be able to store our, cargo other than any cargo ships or any ships that have a large cargo capacity. So I hope we do get the cargo, elevators, cargo fleet elevators, I hope. So let's jump into the game. Hello, Shabutaro. How are you doing?
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System. Vehicle selected. Your vehicle has been delivered. Please visit us again.
I may have to try the classical way. That works. Okay.
mode on.
Hello Fox, how are you doing? Mining is doing okay so far. Rocks, good rocks. Yeah, they're okay. They're okay so far. I mean, just I'm finding good rocks, with good good amounts, like laranite and especially I think also Bexelite, maybe. As long as I've, got this filter module, attached to the laser head, I guess, there is some profit, because otherwise, like if you don't have any filter module on the laser head, then basically you'll be, taking in all the inert materials. So and how is your mining going so far? I mean, you might have heard, Fox, that, the 3.23.2 patch is still, I mean, maybe next week we might get it, in the PTU. Yeah, I mean, it does auto-filter, but, I've seen that it doesn't, like auto-filter that much, percentage of inert materials. Yeah, around about 2 weeks ago, yeah, I guess. But like miners like me and you and everybody else in the community, we do need those freight elevators and the cargo elevators.
Under attack. Extraction mode on.
Yeah, it's a must really, because without the cargo elevators, like we can't really store our ship cargoes in the station, whether you want to sell it off or refine or whatever you want to do really. I mean, it's just pointless really, just having a cargo ship and storing all your cargo in that, it's just, it's just, kind of temporary and really unsafe. Yeah, I believe since yesterday or the day before, CIG has become quiet on the PTU testing. Maybe there is some kind of major blocker. You're right, Fox. Yeah, we are just basically hoping really, because these, it's just it's difficult for anyone, even someone who is solo mining and even who is group mining or org mining, we need that, we need the ability to store our cargo in the station's inventory. So we really need these elevators, the cargo elevators and stuff. I mean, it is like the, you could say the vital component, of the game, really.
Fracturing mode on. Mining mode off.
So, Fox, do you normally do the Prospector mining or Argo mining? Which ship do you usually most more? Oh, I understand. So nowadays, how is the ship? How is it doing really? I mean, does it have any, bugs or anything in this patch? Like, what kind of bug?
Quantum travel engaged.
Like the mining, all of the mining turrets, is it, or just one of them? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this, especially the mining turrets, when they don't work and you have to claim the ship, that's a big, problem really, because you can, it's a big problem really. I mean, you're not seeing the whole really, mining functionality of the ship really.
Quantum travel
Yeah, I think it's to do with some, the connection with the pilot, really. All those mining turrets. Maybe they aren't, independently configured or something. Rock mining, really? But the Grey Cat Rock is kind of buggy, isn't it? I mean, I last time I used a rock, it's kind of buggy, really. I mean, it travels so slow, really. The speed is very slow, and Are you sure? I mean, sometimes the Grey Cat Rock, it feels like, it's kind of like there's a bug underneath underneath the vehicle, like there's some kind of obstacle underneath underneath the chair, that is like kind of like lifting the Grey Cat Rock, and it makes it really, travel slow or something. Yeah, the speed is reduced, so I mean that it doesn't make sense, really. I mean, and even whenever I try to go up a hill or like a gradient slope, it just simply doesn't really go up that hill the straight way, really. Yeah, flat is okay, but before it could easily, climb up the mountains and stuff. Yeah, okay. But still, it's a rock, a ship which is kind of be, it's kind of, like tanky. It should be able to go up, small little hills, really. If there are, rocks, somewhere on a hill. In the 3.22 patch, it was really working fine, the rock. I'm thinking of getting the rock DS actually in the game. Why? What's wrong with the rock DS?
Landing successful. Engines off.
I think I'm stuck in the bed, and I don't know really. Maybe I'm stuck in the seat or something. Yeah. This hasn't happened to me in a long time, really. Yeah, that's one thing really, for the one who's in the mining turret, it's kind of difficult for that person really. Because it's like, it's all external and everything. I still think that CIG needs to really do a rework on the DS. You never know, you never know. Or maybe they'll just, make a MP2 version of it. Yeah. I mean, it's the capacity of the ROG DS is not bad, but I mean, the design is kind of somewhat, it's a flaw in it, really. Yeah, that is true. I mean, mostly the cargo goes in the shape of the rock. But, I'm just thinking really, I mean, maybe CIG should add some kind of a module for the rock, for a larger capacity, cargo capacity really. you know, somehow you could change the module of the cargo module of the rock, you know, for bigger ones, bigger capacities, then that'd be good. Really? Are you sure? Maybe so, yeah. For example, you know, maybe CIG might, you know, plan on bringing a ground vehicle, cargo, you know, some kind of, you know, ground cargo vehicle or something, you know, a big one. What's wrong with them? The ground cargo vehicles?
Anthony Odlaw, please contact the front desk. Anthony Odlaw, please to emergency.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System. Please visit.
Yeah, you're right. But you know, like I was just really imagining, really in the for the future, really, you know, for example, after maybe every 10 kilometers or after maybe 15 kilometers, there might be some kind of, you know, like settlement areas and stuff, you know, like populated settlement areas. Yeah, regarding waypoints, you know, I still believe that CIG is, you know, improvising on the map, I guess.
Someone from accounts, please contact management. Accounts, contact
I mean,
management.
once
Thank
we
you.
have the ability to add a waypoint, you know, on our maps, you know, and store it, then like they showed in CitizenCon last year, you know, for anyone to add like a marker or pin your, you know, location where you want to go or something. I mean, as long as the cargo vehicle is slightly, you know, not really slow, but you know, like has a medium speed, then and also has like, you know, escort with it, you know. It's kind of like an immersion, really, you know, kind of like immersion and I mean, flying would be there, but for example, if you have like an org, really doing some kind of, a ground kind of mission, like an immersion kind of, like convoys and stuff. True.
See anything you like?
Someone from accounts, please contact management. Accounts,
But it could
contact
be
management.
possible. I'm just, thinking really. The, big, ground cargo ships, cargo vehicles, sorry, I mean. They could be like a hover based or something, rather than, based on wheels or something. Yeah, maybe. You could use that, yeah. Ship is also okay.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System. Please visit.
But I believe that maybe in the future, when, when the NPCs are, working okay, after maybe, it's a long way off really, maybe after server meshing or dynamic server meshing, we might see like on the planets, on the planets or moons, we might see like, NPCs going with the, ground vehicles, cargos and pirates running, here and there on the surface, so it's a long way off. But maybe one day we might see those things. Driving around, I've just used the Grey Cat Rock really. I don't have any other vehicle really. Yeah, I mean, Fox, I mean, I guess anyway, for many years, CIGF, emphasized that without server meshing, they can't literally, expand their game really, with all this dynamic economy, like with the NPCs, being populated all the moons and the planets and stuff. So I believe that, this server meshing is a must really, for NPCs to be really populated all around the, on the surfaces of moons and planets really, even on asteroids. True, I agree with you. Yeah, yeah, we're all getting old really with time. Yeah. This game will really be, will be in development for some time, But once they do get the core, system text like the server meshing and stuff, once they get it out, to the community, and once it's really actually working, then maybe we could see all those things earlier. No, I believe server meshing will be able to do. Basically, if you look at their intentions, really, it's something that this game cannot continue without server meshing. It's a must, because nearly every level of detail that you see in the game is so large that even the servers can't even basically handle this much contents being streamed at the same time. So basically server meshing is a must really, all the servers have to be centralized with this. Yeah, true, because they couldn't do it because at that time maybe they did not have the resources or the tech to do it, but their intentions are really big for the game really. Oh no, you don't have to take a word for CIG really. I mean as long as if you like on the internet study the schematics and the technical details of what server meshing is, then you can get an idea really that it will work if they do it the right way really. But the problem is not with CIG really. I don't blame CIG for this. It's the problem with the hardware limitations that we have right now. Because if you know that a normal normal 64-bit server cannot even handle the level of detail that CIG has developed in the game, the graphics and stuff. So basically, to even power such a universe, Star Citizen's universe, they would need something more of a powerful powerful processor to even manage all those heavy loads really. Even if they do bring in server meshing, there will still be a little bit of limitation for them to expand their game really, in terms of the universe wise. True, you're right. But the problem is that because even if they do add all these features, gameplay features, even with server meshing, they will, CIG will still not be able to balance, all those bugs in time, because it's just a problem that, centralizing a whole system, server is kind of like, time consuming when it comes to, balancing and, synchronizing, all the connections, properly really. So it's just that because you are aware that the server meshing tech is basically an API. It's not something that is, hardware based. Server meshing can never be hardware. Yeah, if for example CIG did develop some kind of hardware tech for server meshing, then I think this would be a big it would be a big, a breakthrough in online gaming, really. But so far, with what we have right now in the gaming world, only an API, server meshing API can do all those, all those processing. No, I didn't mean like you saying that, it was hardware. It's just that, well, what it really is, server meshing is basically right now is an API really, It's a program that runs in the background, joining all the servers. Yes, yeah, the game design is software, but when it comes to connecting all the servers, together physically, I mean, they can be connected physically together, but there is no such hardware, that can, or a processor that can literally, like kind of centralize all the processes and make it into a one complete big server. So we need a software, a program in every server to literally, like to mesh all the servers together with a software, and that is what the replication layer is, as CIG stated in last year's CitizenCon demo. So basically it's a matter of time really that what server meshing, the limits of server meshing can be when it is implemented fully into the game really. So but I believe it will be a bit it will be better than what we have right now. So I really hope CIG does bring in this server meshing playtest soon rather than later, because I believe that it takes really months of hard work and to literally stabilize something like that. So, I believe that it's best that, CIG should start the playtest of server meshing, sometime this month. Yeah, but that was last year really, basically. But I believe now they need to basically, open the server meshing test for everyone in the community. They need to open it as, for everyone. It's a must. We can't just go through waves of the PTU test. It has to be open to all backers. Now is the time really. The CIG should consider, because they won't get the proper end result if they don't open the test for everyone really. Yeah, I am not really, in favor of this waves that they are doing, PTU waves. This is really, kind of, I believe it's wrong really. And it's not like, there's no equality in this. This is kind of like, I mean, that was fine, just doing a wave 1, like for concierge, Evocati and subscribers and stuff. Wave 1 is fine, and then just opening it up for everyone as a wave 2. But this is kind of wrong really, bringing in 5 waves of PTU test. This is really, it's just pointless. Or maybe if this is the way of making extra money, income, then what can I say really? because if CIG is really committed to their words this year, maybe this year, if they are committed, and what they said in CitizenCon last year, really, of opening the server meshing 4.0 for everyone, really. I hope they do it sometime, this month, really, because it's really vital for them to start the 4.0 playtest, from this month until CitizenCon or whatever, end of the year or something. Because this is a very big patch, I believe, 4.0 with server meshing is a very big patch, and they cannot just, they cannot fix all the bugs and fixes with with an internal test or an evocati test or waves test. It's just pointless, really, at this point. And from what I believe, really, Fox, this is nothing new. The content is not new, really. It's been for many years. Yeah, I mean 3.23.2 they are still working, but they really want to get this patch out to the door, out of the door, and make it live, really, because they really want to get the 4.0 PTU open soon. They want to bring it in because they don't have much time, really, if you look at it, Fox. I mean, it's almost a Q2, really. How long there is left, really, until Q3, if you look at it. I think maybe, I mean, I'm not really, I'm not giving exact dates or anything, just my speculation, really, that maybe they could, they might just start the playtest or, the PTU, maybe, end of this month, maybe next month or something. Only for the PTU and stuff, because I think they really want to get the PTU 4.0 really, in the hands